Well, it just wouldn't be a new chapter, a new season of FragPunk without a prize pool skin. But who's it for? That's like Gundam themed.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hey guys, Nightfall here, and like I said, it wouldn't be a new season, new chapter of FragPunk without a brand new prize pool, and this thing looks amazing. This is on par, if not better, than the last prize pool we got for, I think it was Corona? I feel like that wasn't the last one, but I think that was the last Lancer one. But anyway, this one is called the Leonid Rider, and you guessed it, or maybe you didn't, this skin is for Broker. And the description here is Broker may be a businessman, but he's also a warrior, keeping constant vigil for threats from the unknown. In a future where gods descend from deep space, he leads the Lancers against these divine incursions. And what are these divine incursions, you might ask? Well, if we back out one more screen, we'll see the multi-legged, knight-legged, whatever his name is, one of the bosses from Toy Frontline. And at the time of seeing this video, I'm pretty sure that you guys have probably already seen, if not, spoiler alert, Toy Frontline is still here. But at the time of recording this video, we have yet to see any new updates to it, as in new levels, new bosses, or anything like that. So the question remains, if Toy Frontline is still here, and this is still part of the lore with the skins, are we going to see Christmas-themed updates for that game mode? Because I would 100% love something like that. And it would make sense because Broker is one of the most used characters in that game mode. In fact, they had to nerf him like a ton of times with his builds. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at all the different things that you can earn from this skin. Obviously, we already saw the Leonid Rider Ultimate Lancer skin, and we'll take a look at the upgrades for all of this stuff in different color schemes in just a moment. The other thing you can earn here is the Breacher weapon skin, and now this is finally a new skin for the hammer. It is a big sword, and the hammer finally gets some love here. We also get a discipline skin, and just looking at this, I'm not sure this is going to be able to replace my plasma skin, but we'll see once we actually get a hold of it. We get a skin for the Resolver. Again, not giving me high hopes that the Resolver is going to get nerfed anytime soon if they're still giving it cool new skins. Then we get a skin for the Vicious. And I don't think we've gotten a prize pool skin for the Vicious since the Plasma event. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. And then we get our usual extra stuff here, the weapon charm, the kill counter, the name card that is slightly animated, the sticker, the nice background here, as well as the cover. Now, I know you're probably all wondering about how much this is going to cost. So let's go ahead and just find out how much this is going to cost for each roll. So the first roll here is going to cost you one ticket. One ticket's going to cost you 33 FragPunk coins. Let's go ahead and roll it and see what we get. Now, this is a pretty cool animation. I like the roulette style. First thing, don't get super lucky. We get the cover. That's all right. So we go to draw number 2. It's going to take 2 tickets. It's going to cost us 66 coins total. And for those of you trying to keep track, don't worry. I will count up the entire cost at the end. This time we end up getting the Leonid Rider sticker. Let's back out to our next roll here. Again, third roll is going to cost another 66 tokens for 2 tickets. So we'll roll that one. We'll skip the animation because we've seen it a dozen times now. This time we get the background cover. We're going to go ahead for our next roll here. It's going to cost us 132 FragPunk coins for 4 of these tickets. We'll go ahead and roll that, skip the animation, and we get the weapon charm. Go ahead and roll our next one. This one's going to cost 198 FragPunk coins for 6 tickets. We'll roll that, skip the animation. This time we get the Resolver skin. We'll go ahead and equip that so we have it ready to test out later. Go ahead and roll our next one here. Going to cost us 10 tickets for a total of 330 FragPunk coins. And for those keeping track, we're currently at 825 FragPunk coins spent, as this time we do end up getting the Discipline skin. And we'll go ahead and equip that. And I'm going to pause here for just a second because I know there's a lot of people who have a lot of good things to say, but also bad things to say about prize pools like this and the quote unquote gotcha mechanic. At this point, you would have spent 825 FragPunk coins and you would have gotten a skin for the Resolver, the Discipline, and you get a cover, a sticker, a charm, and all that stuff. I've gotten 5 different things, 2 of them being weapon skins for 825 coins. Now, I did get a little bit lucky getting 2 of the weapon skins before getting something like the name card or the banner. But even if you swapped those 2 things, you would have spent 825 FragPunk coins and gotten all of the extra stuff, meaning whatever this next roll cost us, 15 tickets, for 495 FragPunk coins, you're guaranteed one of the cooler weapon skins, if not the broker skin. Now, obviously, it's not going to give me that because we didn't get the name card here, which is what we get. But the point being that these next couple draws are only going to cost you like 1,000 coins and you're guaranteed weapon skins. I fail to see the people and understand their side when they say that this is a bad system. But anyway, we'll go ahead and roll this next one here. And this one's going to cost us 20 tickets, which will cost 660 FragPunk coins. I don't want to skip any more animations on the rare chance that we get the broker skin on one of these next 4 rolls. This time we end up getting the kill counter. We'll go ahead and roll this next one here, as it's going to cost us 30 tickets for a total of 990 FragPunk coins. We'll go ahead and roll that and see what we get here. Hopefully we'll get one of the good skins, and I mean, there's nothing but good skins left, but this time we do get the vicious skin. We'll go ahead and equip that really quick. Roll again. This one's going to cost us 50 tickets, and this is where it starts to get slightly more expensive. This one's going to cost us 1650 FragPunk coins. Let's go ahead and roll it and get our sword, because I know I'm not lucky enough to get the broker skin. I take it all back. We get the broker skin. Super cool, amazing animation. We'll go ahead and equip that immediately, and then roll our last one here. That's going to cost us 60 tickets for a grand total of 1,980 FragPunk coins. We'll skip it because we already know what we're going to get. We'll go ahead and equip it. And for those of you who weren't keeping track, that costed a grand total of 6,600 FragPunk coins. All things considering, that is not bad if this was a bundle in the shop. That is pretty good. And if you compare that to other games like Valorant, Apex, Fortnite, that's a steal. And to have the opportunity, regardless of how small the chances may seem or actually are, to have just the opportunity to pull either the broker skin or one of the weapon skins here for 66 or 132 or 198, 330 or even 495 coins is insane. And I don't think you're going to find a better deal like that in any other mainstream game. So now, obviously, we need to hop over to the training base and test all these skins out. So I'll meet you guys over there. So I'm here selecting my character in the training base, and you can see I'll select broker here, and he does come with a new icon here. And these are starting to get maybe a little out of hand with these extreme skins, because that kind of doesn't really look like broker. At first, when I saw the skin, I thought it was going to be for the new Lancer Windwalker, but I thought that would just be absurd to give the brand new Lancer a prize pool skin immediately. But anyway, we'll go ahead and equip some of the newer skins here and just go ahead and see what this stuff looks like. So we'll go ahead and pull out Broker's rocket launcher first. And oh my God, this thing is cool as fuck. I might start playing broker after this. This thing feels like I could be more accurate with it. It just, I don't know, something about this. I like it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the smokes here. And you can see he's got a little arm launcher, and it jumps into a little thing, and then it's pinkish purple smoke with some glittery stuff in it. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put down his bombs here and see what those look like. And those are pretty cool. We'll see if they have any kind of different animation when they explode. And that is not what I meant to do. Hopefully they activate. There we go. Yeah, that's wild. This is insane to me. This is by far probably one of the best skins in the game. But now let's go ahead and take a look at our discipline weapon skin here. Let's do a quick inspect to see if there's anything different. I doubt it because it's not a extreme skin. It's just one of your, superb or ultimate skins or whatever. It does have a new kill effect badge animation and a new crosshair looking thing here. Not a fan of the crosshair personally. I tend to like my own crosshair, but it does have a cool kill sound. So there is that. Let's go ahead and test out the pistol here. Again, nothing really different about the animation. Crosshair is kind of the same as a default deagle that we have in game. And then obviously the kill animation and sound effects are the same as the discipline that we just tested. And then let's go ahead and look at our breacher here. This one's bound to have a slightly different inspect animation. So we'll take a look at this, and that's pretty cool. Little animation there as it opens up. Let's go ahead and get some kill effects in with this thing. I don't know what the hell just happened, but that was cool. Let's see if we can do that again. Yeah, that must be the final kill animation with the with this weapon set. I wonder if is it also for the discipline, or is it just for, I think it's just for the hammer. Yeah, it must just be for the hammer skin, which is kind of disappointing, but I'm all for it. So if you get the final kill with this weapon, this is what's going to happen in game. That's pretty fucking sick. Well, let's go ahead and back out here, and I'll meet you in the customization options so we can see what options and different customizations that we can have with this skin. So here we are in the upgrade skin section, and I've already previewed this. None of these skins or changes or levels actually look like they change anything about his abilities. So we don't have to go back into the training base. So let's just peruse through some of the custom color options here. This is the base skin and the color that it comes with. You can also unlock Tidal Knight, which gives it a nice blue and pink. Then you have a nice lime green and red called Hunter Knight. You have Iridescent Knight, which gives you your pink and cyan. And then last but not least, you have your Fiery Knight, which gives you your red and orange. Personally, the original one is cool, but I think my favorite might be either Tidal Knight or the Fiery Knight. Level 2 is going to unlock some pretty cool stuff here. So let's go ahead and unlock that. So we get a Meteoric Lion headgear. And then we also get a Mecha Mane Lion that goes on his arm. Level 3 will unlock the Leonid Rider Superb Pose, as well as the Armor Up emote. So let's go ahead and unlock both of those really quick. And then we'll jump to level 4. Level 4 is going to give you 3 different things. So level 4 is going to give you Vengeance Mask, which will give you a different headgear to wear. It will also unlock the Heartless Mask, which will give you an alternate headgear to wear. And then it'll also give you the Vengeance Armor custom body. So if we look at those two things, this is the difference between the two. And it's mainly just the belt. So if we look at the belt area here, if he ever stops moving, this is what it looks like. And then if we change that to the level 4, you can see that it slightly changes the belt. But now let's go ahead and go to level 5, and we can see we unlock a couple other options here. We get the Heartless Armor, which changes the armor setup a bit. We also get the Vengeance Scarf, which will give him a huge scarf going around the back here. And then we also get the Heartless Cloak, which will basically give him a cape of sorts. So his default thing just has the normal scarf already behind him. This one will give him a more animated scarf like wings. And like I said, this one just gives him like a purple cloak. Now, I assume if you add this to the thing here and then you change it, it also changes with the color of the fire, which is pretty cool. So just keep in mind, you'll have to go back and mess around with the color options once you change your options here. Let's see what the color options do to this. You can see it kind of changes it, like I said, with the color of the fire coming off of his shoulder pads there. But overall, this is a really cool skin. Broker fans out there, broker mains, you guys are in for a treat with this one because it is worth it. Even if you have to spend 6,600 FragPunk coins, it is worth it. Which means that around halfway through this chapter, we should also get a prize pool for a new weapon. And speaking of weapon, here is a quick look at the discipline and the different color schemes that you can get for this one. So it comes with the base one called Honey. You can also get Glacier, which is probably going to be my favorite out of these. This one is called Mint. It's like a lime green. You can also get Orchid, which is a really like deep pink. And then last but not least, you can get Gilding, which doesn't really look a whole lot different from the honey, except for that the color of the scope on top changes from purple to red. Now, this color scheme repeats across all the weapons that you can get from this prize pool, so I'm not going to waste my time showing all the different weapons. So you're either going to have to use your imagination or just wait for this to come out, which should be out tomorrow, depending on when you're seeing this video. And this should also mean that during the middle of this chapter, we should also get a new prize pool for a new weapon. So let me know down in the comments all your thoughts on this new broker skin and what you want the new weapon prize pool to be. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.